Gaming Solo. My name is Rawr, your solo gamer friend, and this is a gaming solo setup of Dinosaur Island Roar and Write. Created by Brian Lewis, David McGregor, and Marissa Masura, and produced by Pandasaurus Games. And if you want to, go ahead and sit right along with me, and when it comes time for the playthrough, you can join me in the playthrough. I'll roll the dice. Once we eliminate the Optimus dice, you can take what's left over just like I can, and to see how your score compares to mine by the time we finish this game. But without any further delay, let's get into the setup. First thing you want to do is take the player board. You want to set it in the middle. Make sure you set it up for the 2 or 3 player side versus the 4 player side. Then you want to grab your building cards. When you grab the building cards, make sure you remove the petting zoo card. It's not required for solo play. Shuffle them up. Then once they're shuffled, deal out 3 cards. Put the remainder of the cards back into the box. You will not need them for the rest of the game. And the 3 cards that I dealt are for the building: Hot Springs Mud Spa. That's costs 6 coin to produce or to build. The Main Gate. That will cost 8 coins to build. And Triceratops Ring Toss. That will cost 6 coins to build. Once you complete that, then you want to grab your specialist cards, which look like this, and you want to remove the Chaos Theorist and the Insider. They are not required for solo play also. And do a quick shuffle. Then deal 3 out to yourself. Put the remainder of the specialist cards back in the box along with the building cards. And the 3 specialists I'll be working with is the Ride Operator. It costs 3 coins. The Large Carnivore Handler. That will cost 4 coins. And the Senior Scientist. She will cost 5 coins. Next, you want to grab your season marker. Looks like this. Should be pink or whatever color they put in there. I've seen a couple of different colors. You want to put it at the very top of the player board. You have 3 seasons. You have 1, 2, 3. You want to put it in the very first cube of the number 1 slot. Then you want to grab your red bag, which came with the game. Hopefully yours was there too. And you're going to have 10 dice. There's a few dice there, big chunky dice. And put them all in the bag and shake them up. You should have 10 dice for this right here. And just kind of set that to the side. I'm going to set them right here in this dice tray, which I'll be using to roll the dice in. Next, you want to grab your park sheets and place them out in front of you, close enough for you to write on. And then in the DNA storage area, which is on your left park sheet with the grid, you want to circle the 3 basic DNAs. The 3 basic ones are at the very top. Circle the squares. Put a circle. Don't X them out or anything like that, but put a circle within each of those squares of the red, yellow, and blue DNA. The top 3 are basic. The bottom 3 are advanced. Reason why you're putting circles is because that means it's available to you, and once you use it, you exit out. In your building section right here next to your DNA track, you want to look at your buildings and look at the cost of each building. So building in slot A costs 6 coin, building in slot B costs 8 coin, and building in slot C costs 6 coin. And then in building slot A, you look at how much that costs. You're always going to have 10 possible values here. You want to take that number, deduct it from 10, and that's how many coin slots you want to fill up. So since that costs 6, I want to fill in 4 of the last 4 coin slots. And you can start from the beginning, or you can do it from the end. I prefer to do it from the end. That lets me know that I just need to fill in 6 of those coin slots to purchase that building. And you do the same for all 3 buildings. So like I said, the main gate costs 8, so I'm going to fill in just 2 slots on section B of the building. And then the ring toss for Triceratops costs 6 coins, so I'm going to fill in the last 4 coins for this one. And that's just a way of letting you know once you've achieved that goal. It's already filled in for you, so you're good to go. Then you look at your scientist, your specialist, and you do the same thing right here in the specialist section. So this specialist will cost 3, so I'll fill in 2. And the max value specialists are 5, so you should have 5 in each one. In section B for specialists, the max cost is 4, so I'll fill in 1. And of course, the final specialist costs 5, so I don't fill anything in. And once you fill all the areas in, you just fill in that final bubble that's not part of the color section of the specialist in the building slots. Next, you want to grab the automa cards. And the automa cards look like this. And you should have 10 of them in the deck. And you want to shuffle the automa cards up real quick. And you want to deal 5 to yourself. And put the remainder 5 someplace close at hand. I'll put mine right there. Now when you look at the automa cards, you're going to have 2 sides. I'm going to show you them. So you have, I'm going to show it to you, the objectives. You have the objective side, which is at the bottom of your screen. And then you have the automa action side, which is the blue, which I just rotated. So what you're doing is you deal those 5 cards out. You're looking at the objectives for yourself. So turn the cards over and turn it so the objective writing is correct and the objectives are at the bottom of the card. You want to look at all 5 cards and you want to select 3 of the 5 objectives that you want to achieve. For the objective cards that are available to me, this one requires me to build 3 large-sized carnivores. This will require me to build 2 merchandise shops, 2 rides, and 2 restaurants, and that's worth 5 points. This will require me to have 3 specialists employed. This will require me to build 3 medium-sized or small-sized carnivores. That's worth 4 points. And this will require me to have 1 carnivore, 1 herbivore, 1 large carnivore. So 1 small carnivore and 1 large carnivore to achieve this goal. So the higher value the objectives, the harder it is to achieve. But I think I'm going to go for, I want to build the medium-sized carnivores because the threat is not the high. So, and I'm keeping the specialist also. So these are the 3 cards, objectives that I'm keeping for myself. So I'm going to keep build the 2 merch, 2 rides, and 2 restaurants. Have 3 medium-sized carnivores, and own 3 specialists. And then you take the 2 that you just select and shuffle them back into the AI deck. And these will be the AI cards. And put them someplace within reach because you'll be doing a lot of flipping with the AI cards. And this is a complete setup for Dinosaur Island Rawr and Write. I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow at the playthrough, and thank you for joining me in another gaming solo setup.